Hello, brothers. First thing I want to say is Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. I'd like all you to be safe out there. I know part of what we do is a drinking society, even though that we're 90% a historical society. But please be careful. Cops are out during the holidays all the time. I want to see all you next year, and so just watch yourself. Second thing I want to talk about is Roy. I think you all know from the email that was sent out last week. Roy has had a stroke. I talked to him last Thursday. His spirits are up. We've had a lot of support from Dan, the PBC. He's the one that sent the email out. And I've also been in contact with his wife, Linda, and his daughter, Heather. And he's doing good. He's got a pretty long road with physical therapy from what his daughter was telling me. But his spirits are up and he's doing well. I will be out there January 2nd to finalize the details on the Ginger Baker feed store plaque that we're doing, that Roy has worked 99% on. I'm just finalizing things. And after that, I will go talk to him and give an update on how's he doing then. I'll talk more about the Ginger Baker here in a second. The dedication poster, which we are doing January 20th. So I'm also on January 2nd going to be out there. I'm taking the whole day off to finalize that. And that is the day before Al Packer's birthday. We are hanging a plaque in the Al Packer Grill. And that's going to start at 11 o'clock, 11:01. And we have to be done by 12 o'clock, but we should be. And then from there, we are going to go over to the Mud Rocks Tavern. And that's in Louisville, South Pass 67. This is our combined meeting that we have with the South Pass Wyoming boys up there, just like we did last year. So I will get hotels and everything around there. I haven't yet because we were trying to find the bar. The Dark Horse is what we were looking at, but they wanted $250 to reserve a room. It's like, you know where you can put your room. But what is it called? See, I'm looking down here. I got notes. Mud Rocks Tavern is giving it to us for free. So we have a room that we can go have our meeting in. Satisfactory by far. So that will be January 17th. The Ginger Baker Feed Store is going to be March 17th. Gosh, I keep getting my dates mixed up. The Al Packer is going to be January 20th, the day before Al Packer's birthday. That's the dedication poster in Boulder. So we got that straight. The Ginger Baker Feed Store is going to be March 17th. That is St. Patty's Day, and we will be in the parade. The parade starts at 10. We'll probably show up at 9:30. As we get closer, I'll give you guys more information on that. Kind of get our name out, everybody see us. We used to do the parade. We didn't do it this year, so I say we used to do. The Coffin Races Parade, and we didn't do it this year, which was my decision not to do that. And because I was planning on, me and Roy had been talking about planning on doing this parade in March. So after the parade is over, we will go do the placking at the Ginger Baker Feed Store. And the Ginger Baker Feed Store has a bar. So from there, we'll go right into there. We'll also get hotels for that so that we can stay at the hotels there in Fort Collins. The other thing I got is the South Pass. We got a very busy year, just to let you all know. So South Pass Spring Doings was going to be in March, but because we're doing a placking in March, they moved it to February 22nd to February 25th. It's at the Union Bar and in Hudson, Wyoming. So you guys want to see, there it is. There's that. There's the address. And they're supposed to get us some hotel information on that too. Here's a little map. If y'all want, you email me. Where are we at? There we go. Somewhere, there it is. Way down there. So you see where Lander is? So we'll have to go right and go a little bit further up to Hudson there. You guys want a copy of this stuff? Email me. I'll send it out. You might have got it already. The Wyoming boys sent that out. I'm not sure how many of our email lists they got, for getting it. But we should go that and support them. They are our outpost, and that's what we got to do. So very busy year. We have our doings on June 22nd, and that is going to be in West Cliff, Colorado. So I'm over the 5 minutes on this video because we had a lot to talk about, and I wanted to get everything out there. The other thing I want to talk about real quick is the Bob Telemassa. We had a good turnout for the coloring books and the crayons. We had a little over 350 crayons, and we were a little under about 175 crayons. We had a little over 350 on the coloring books. The dismal part of it is we didn't have that great of a turnout of the brothers. So this is one charity that we do every year. Hopefully next year we can get a little bit better of a turnout. You guys probably saw some pictures. Jerry Lancaster took pictures and posted them on Facebook. They were really good. Kind of a funny story. Me, Dustin, and Hiram were working the 14 and up toys for teenagers. And this lady came in with a Walmart bag. And Hiram pointed it out first. She was walking, looking at things, and putting them in her bag. And so he pointed it out to me and Dustin. So we started watching her. She comes around the corner and picks up some stuff and puts it in her bag. So Dustin walks up to her and says, "Oh, hey, you can't do that. You can't do that. You got to take those out of your bag, And she goes, "Oh, no, understand English." And she's holding a 2-year-old kid. So Dustin looks at me and kind of shrugs his shoulders. So she comes walking out the door. I go, "Hey, what do you got in the bag?" "Oh, no, okay, everything, yeah, it's good, And I'm like, no, you got to take what you got in the bag out of the bag. And she's like, "Oh, yeah, okay. And then so we were giving away the toys was like a horseshoe. So she goes taking off to go around the horseshoe. And one of the guys that permanently works there, had a walkie-talkie. He come walking by, and so I grabbed him and I says, "Hey, this lady's taking toys in here." So he came in and got her to empty out the bag and put them all back and stuff like that. And the funny thing about it is we got in trouble because we're supposed to be checking wristbands, and she didn't have a wristband, and that's supposed to happen. So he lectured us. "This is why this is happening." So anyway, it was pretty funny. We had a good time there, and it was a good turnout. I also want to mention that we donated 2 bikes, thanks to Maestro, Matt Larson. He went and got those bikes. It was the money that we raised from the December 2nd meeting, and a good 2 quality bikes were over there. They had so many bikes this year that they weren't even doing a lottery. Every kid that came in got a bike, so it was pretty special. Had a lot of good time with that. The last thing I got going on here is Roy was able to get the calendars done. So we got our new calendars. Look at that, sitting on the throne. Our Sublime Humbug right there. And these are really good. They came out great. There's the 67ers. Here was our December. Roy even got our December 2nd meeting in there. Right there. Roy's all the way to the left. The picture, and that was the meeting on December 2nd. And we had a good turnout and a good meeting. And that's where we raised the money to buy those 2 bikes. The pictures in this are great. Really good quality. And so we still got calendars. There he is on his throne, our Sublime Humbug. We still got plenty of calendars left. We've ordered enough. There's the Tesla plaquing that we did that turned out really good this year. That's one of my favorites. And I got another special one I gotta show you in here. There was my PVC I brought. There you are, Steve. Yucca. And let me see where this one right here. So this picture means a lot to me. This was at the not South Pass. This was at Parker Leroy over there in Fruita, and my uncle came up to that. And so there's a picture of me and my uncle, and that's a great picture. Turned out really good. Love it. So anyway, that's all I got. I went 10 minutes on this video. I apologize for that. We had a lot to talk about, you know, especially with Roy. If anybody out there needs any information on Roy, you can call me, you can email me. I will still be in contact with his daughter. Mostly I've been talking to her over the emails, and I'll be able to give updates as I do videos and emails and stuff like that. Until next time, talk to you later, brothers.